Hey, thanks for watching. This is part 2 of my Keratin hair treatment video. The first part was my initial reactions and thoughts. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and click in the doobly-doo down below, and I'll give you the link to the first part of the video. So this is day 4 since I've had the treatment. It's Monday, March 21st, and I wanted to do this update video to show you guys what happens after you wash your hair for the first time. So I washed my hair yesterday, and there were a few things that I actually forgot to mention in the first video that I wanted to share with you guys now. The treatment that I had was called the Bio-Ionic Keratin, which is kind of basically more permy than like the Brazilian blowout kind of thing. So yeah, it's a little different than non-formaldehyde. So if you're looking specifically on for information on the treatment that I had, it was the Bio-Ionic Keratin treatment. Another thing that I forgot to mention that is actually kind of really important that you guys should know is that it really severely lightened the color of my hair. Like, I know it's really difficult to tell with my webcam built into my computer. And not the best quality, but my hair was actually a good bit darker, and if you remember the pictures from the first video, you can kind of tell that I'm definitely a lot lighter than I was before the treatment. So that's something to take into account too. If you want the Bio-Ionic Keratin, it is going to lighten your hair a lot. Thankfully it's spring, so it's not that big of a deal, but definitely something that I wasn't bargaining for, but it's definitely okay. You have to excuse my lack of makeup. It's first thing in the morning, and I wanted to get this done before I started my day. So essentially what happened yesterday when I washed my hair was, the first thing that I noticed was that I got in the shower, and I noticed this on, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when I took a shower too, but more so yesterday when I actually washed my hair, was that perm smell came back, and it was really strong. Now, I'm super sensitive to smell, and it kind of smells like that rotten, eggsy perm, but it was like just really strong, and it was really disgusting. Wasn't a big fan of that. So just want to let you guys know that that's definitely going to happen. So I went and I used my L'Oreal shampoo, and was recommended to me from my stylist. This is one of the professional grade, like one of those clarifying ones. And the first thing I noticed was that my hair felt very matted, like super matted to my head, and it hadn't been because of the flat iron. It was actually really great. So anyways, I had a really hard time kind of washing my hair and trying to get like underneath here where my scalp is. And it was kind of weird, but I'm trying to show you guys, like right here, like this area of my head, the hair was really stuck to my head. So it was very difficult to get in there. I went ahead and did that, washed it out, and then used the L'Oreal Naturals conditioning mask, which is something you need to remember if you're getting keratin treatment, is that moisture is key to retain the straightness of your hair. So using a really super deep mask type conditioner, because you're only supposed to wash your hair twice a week anyway, so using a mask will probably do you better than a regular conditioner, so spend the extra money on that. So wash that out, and then as you can see, I mean, my hair is definitely straight. And I'll tell you guys what I did. So I got out of the shower, and I let it air dry to about 50%, and I noticed that my hair was getting that poofiness back. Now, I have really, really poofy hair, like crazy poofy hair when it was curly especially. So the poof didn't necessarily deter me, but I knew that, I was kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be a little, I guess, easier to manage. The mattifying feeling that I felt up here when I was washing my hair, like at this, at the crown of my head, definitely stayed through, and it actually still does feel very weighted here, and that's something I'm going to have to talk to my stylist about and find out if that's normal. So at 50%, I decided that I was going to use a round brush and just blow it out and see what happened. So that was yesterday, and I, used the round brush, and I'm not, because I had curly hair, I'm so used to letting it air dry. I was never really good with the brush and all that stuff, so kind of like messed with it and, got the brush in there and, kind of blew dry it straight. And this is, like I said, it's Monday morning, so it's a little flatter because I slept on it, but this is kind of the final product. So again, if there's a little bit of wave, it's probably because I slept on it funny. But for the most part, we're straight. We're straight. We still have a little bit of volume. I don't necessarily have the separation of hair that I would like. Like everything just kind of looks together, and I guess I'm looking down at my webcam, it's very difficult to see. But it's certainly not piecey like it is when you flat iron. I know it's really difficult to explain. But for example, if I wanted to like just flip my part, I'm getting all this. So you need to like go in there and kind of flatten it out and that type of thing yourself. So it's not as easy to work with as if I had flat ironed it. Ooh, hey, see, not so easy. But it's definitely a massive improvement. So my goal for this week is to go ahead and pick up a Chi flat iron so that I can go and get, more control over it. But it's definitely a massive improvement. To go from that crazy kinky curly hair to this is just a dream come true. So if you're considering the keratin treatment, fantastic. I haven't had any hair loss. I haven't had any breakage. Nothing. It's just been really great. It's really soft, really smooth, and again, using that, I think that good conditioner had everything to do with it. So that was my experience with the keratin treatment up until this point. I expect it to last roughly 12 weeks, but I'll probably be getting it done again. And I'll be getting color kind of in between. Make sure that you wait. A lot of people I've read online got color and then the keratin treatment the same day. That is a huge mistake from your stylist. Every stylist knows you're supposed to wait 1 to 2 weeks between doing color process. And I think 3 if you lighten. So if you do like a bleach process, you should wait about 3 weeks before you do the keratin, the Kerasmooth specifically. I don't know anything about the other ones. So I hope that was helpful to you and that it helps you make your decisions. So far, I highly recommend it, and I think that once I have a flat iron, I'm actually going to have the perfect hair that I've been dying for my whole life. So, yeah, super excited. So, yeah, definitely recommend it. And if you guys have any questions, please send me a message on YouTube, leave a comment below, and I will do my best to get back to you guys as soon as possible. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.